Dear, dear. Meow. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. 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 Ah, good evening. Me signing in. How are we today? Good evening. Hello. Guys. I'm like on the verge of like a food coma. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Which is very funny that that's the case, because I went to this. Okay, context. I didn't know that I was gonna go to a barbecue today. I hadn't expected this. I hadn't prepared any of this. I was only told today. I was just asked, "Are you doing anything today?" I'm like, "Yes." Yes, I am doing something later today after work. Because it's Easter. Happy Easter, everyone. And they're like, cancel. Cancel it. We can do it. Well, you can do it another time. They were trying to compromise. And I'm like, I mean, we don't have to. Like, I can just say no to the other thing and then come to this. And they're like, okay, you're coming to the barbecue tonight then. I'm like, okay, cool. The kicker is, me here, some of you guys might already know that I get like monthly ulcers in my mouth. Like, it's just a thing that happens to me. And so I'm having them right now. It's really bad. Usually, I'm like pretty on top of it just to get the shit out of the way because it's annoying. You can't eat. You can't even drink shit. I'm like dehydrated all the time and I hate that feeling so much. So I try to avoid it. But this time around, I was just like lazy as fuck. Self-care. Down in fucking hell. Okay. It was just because one day it was a really, really long work day and then I just neglected myself that entire day. I'm fine now, but just so you guys know, it's just one of those days, right? It's just one of those days where it's like, fuck this, fuck everything. So I just neglected myself that entire day and now I'm dealing with the worst ulcer in my mouth right now. And so, for reference, one of them is on the tip of my tongue. That one's natural. That one's just unfortunate. It's at the tip of my tongue, a little bit on the side. So, earlier this week I had like a lisp while I was talking. It's because of the ulcer in my mouth. But it wasn't as bad then, and then it just got worse. But I had that. And then I have another one, which is from me, where I bit my fucking... Oh wait, no. The one on my tongue wasn't there. Incorrect. Hold on. Wait, no, both were there. Doesn't matter. I have one that I did on myself, where apparently I'm so fucking stupid. I keep biting, like, I eat too quickly or something. I don't know. I bite my lip once, right? And I was like, okay, that's pretty rough. Whatever. I'll just make sure it's okay. Don't do anything to it. Bite it again. Bite that exact same spot from like eating slowly somehow. And so because I bit it twice, it's just flared the fuck up. So now I have another one at like the bottom of my lip, but it's also like it's like half out, but not. It's like in the front of my tooth. And so you can imagine having one on the tip of your tongue and then right like at the on your lip in front of your tooth. I can't eat. I can't drink. I don't want to drink because it hurts so bad. And so today when I went to the barbecue, I was like, we're just gonna eat a little bit because it's been a while since I've gone to a barbecue. If you guys gone to barbecues, if you guys had barbecues are great. They marinate that shit. It's all sorts of different meats. It's great. I was like, I'll just eat it a little bit. I stuffed my fucking face, and not only that, they had like this really good chili sauce over there, and so I dumped that shit everywhere. I was like tears through the entire thing. I was really pushing myself because it tasted really good. What do you do if good food is in front of you? Leave it alone? You're a fucking dumbass. Don't do that. Eat it. That was my train of thought. So I tried to eat everything. I ate everything. I was very full but throughout that whole thing. And now it's hitting me. I'm now in the process of trying to like fight a food coma. And on top of all of that, I am running on 3 hours of sleep. I slept at 5 AM this morning. I'm doing fantastic, lads. Miyuu is in tip-top shape right now. Anyways, that's my evening. That's the explanation for the title. That isn't the explanation for why I forgot to put up the waiting room for today's stream, by the way. I'm just gonna say this now. I just straight up forgot. This is just another like Saturday stream for me where I forgot to make the waiting room. I was in 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨 yesterday. If anyone's seen my Twitter, I was just posting screenshots like all throughout like the evening yesterday, just playing 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨. Like I had time to make the waiting room, I just forgot. I just forgot. And so when I went to work this morning, I was like, oh shit, I forgot. I haven't made the waiting room. Okay, I'll just come back home. I'll like get back home on time. It'll be okay. I'll be able to get the waiting room up and it'll be up for like at least a couple hours before the stream. No! I had a barbecue I had to go to, so I can do that. So I was only able to make the stream or the waiting room an hour ago. So here we are, lads. Okay. Welcome to the stream! We made it! We did it! Yay! Anyways, hello. I hope everyone's doing well today. Hi, Borg. You saying mother-in-law? Okay. I've been reading... Okay. This one is on me. The reason why I stayed up till 5 AM last night was because I accidentally picked up this really good isekai... Well, it's not really isekai, it's more like a reincarnation, like manhwa. I usually try to avoid this, but, hear me out. I don't know if you guys get this. There was an ad that popped up on my Instagram. Usually they just have like this like very enticing like little concept for the plot, right? And so I just entertain it sometimes. I entertain a page or two, you know, because at the end of the day, they're usually pretty predictable. It's just like the shock value, and that's why like they're on the ads. But I bit the bait. Yeah, like, my curiosity got the best of me. So I went and picked it up. But the thing was, I read some comments that were like pretty positive about it, and I was like, oh shit, wait, this might be a kicker. And so I stayed up 5 AM reading all the chapters. Well, for how much is nearly, okay, no, half of the chapters, not all of it, half of the chapters. I can't do math. I read half of the chapters and then I just finished the other half earlier. While I was trying to recover from the food coma. It's really good. I don't know how to describe it. It hits all of my tropes about like a reincarnation like plot that I feel like not a lot of stories do. This is a romance one. This is just the normal romance one. I don't usually read them, no lie. Because lately I've been reading more like light novels with like reincarnation ones. That's just me. But I've been reading them sometimes. The straight romances sometimes cooking, and you know, and here's the thing. Here's the kicker. It just starts getting gayer for some reason, even though like the main protagonists are like straight. For some reason, there's so much women, and that may be the reason why I'm still reading it. I'm a simple man. Very simple man. no, I've been really into that, and that is the reason why I stayed up reading. That one is on me. That usually doesn't happen, but you know, when it does happen, I can't help it. Hi, Penta. That's a special day on my country anyway. Oh? I'm just gonna sleep and fuck this stream though. I'm not even lying. I had that temptation in my brain. I was like, I didn't know. My issue was that I didn't know how long the barbecue was gonna go for. So I was there for at least like, I want to say 4 hours. It was a long one. I'll be honest. I was gonna just stay there for like an hour or two, but the food coma got to me. But no, I did have that temptation, but only because I wasn't too sure about the stream time, and I know that the only way I can like mainly contact you guys about like stream times is if I make a waiting room and whatnot, you know, etc. on YouTube, because I could just make like a tweet about it, but I know that not many of you see that. I was like, fuck it, we ball. Either way, even so, I didn't have any plan for like any games today. I was just kind of gonna roll with it, but because of, you know, the sudden event that I had today, it's only gonna, I'm only just gonna be drawing for as long as I can, so I'm not gonna do much else. We'll see. But yeah, no, fuck it, we ball. We're still here. Miya's still here. I'm still streaming. See, guys, I try to stay on top of things, even if I'm like, even if I'm like very tempted, just like, nah. I want to go EP, guys, but no. I just don't like missing stream. I like, even if it's just like me, like half asleep, like drawing. I'm okay with doing that as well. I just want to hang out with you guys. Isekai manga. Name. It's a Korean comic, a manhwa. But if you're very curious about the name, I believe the official translation is, I don't know if you've heard of it. Is it Not So Wicked? Not So Wicked Stepmother? I want to see if I can find a way to read it, because I think I've reached a cliffhanger. The start of it is kind of rough. Like give it a bit. The start of it's a, you know, give it a bit. But yeah, Not So Wicked. So speaking of, by the way, I'm gonna break on my promise today. We're not doing bun drawing today, solely because I feel like I'm gonna like pass out if I do that. I'm okay with being half asleep, but I'm not gonna pass out on the stream. There's a fine line there. I'm gonna be working on the near replicant Yummy again, so that my brain is at least a little bit more engaged, a little bit active. Versus if I'm with the bunnies where I'm like, no brain, go, just paint. Let me get that on stream so that I can write the... I can write the title. Not... So... You see the pun? I think that's like the other the other reason I got so stepmother. That's the reason. This pun here is probably the reason why I got tempted into reading it, because it's about a reincarnated one, so it's not an isekai technically. But it is technically an isekai because she's not in the same world. She's not in the real world again. An isekai reincarnation, you could say, about an evil stepmother you know, the standard formula for your like usual villainous fucking manhwas lately. But the twist is that she's like a major like fashion nerd. She's a fashion designer, so she's really into like clothing and everything, and you get like a lot of like history, not a lot, but like a few history throughout the plot about fashion items and whatnot, and she introduces them during the story. And she's so obsessed with her stepdaughter. She just wants to spoil her, but she's evil, so she was evil before her reincarnation, so she has to try and make up for it, and it's just kind of like that. That's the start of it. Anything more than that, that's spoilers. You guys are gonna have to read it yourself. But no, yeah, it follows like the usual like formula, which is like that's the reason why I was like debating the ad, you know. So like, I was like fine with that, you know. I didn't care. But the more that I kept reading, the more surprised that I got about how like it's like these small details. I feel like not enough isekai reincarnation like stories hit, or maybe I just don't read enough. I don't know. I usually try to avoid them. Only when I'm like really interested. Only if they actually tackle it, you know? I don't read like every single one. If they don't hit what I want, I don't read it, basically. So I don't know if all of them do this or, you know, etc. But I really like how I hit a lot of like little small things and they slowly resurface. Doesn't hit like the full thing. There's another one that I'm reading, but I don't know if it's considered a BL. I'm gonna be entirely honest. There hasn't been a lot of like romance action at all, so I could just call it like a shonen, to be honest. A shonen. But similar to that, I was reading another one. This is like weeks ago. Another isekai reincarnation. It got my JRPG brain in like a fucking whirl. Like I was obsessed. I was so happy reading through this because they just go through like numbers and shit and like what an actual player would think if they were to be isekai into a game, right? And that's what it was, just that kind of mentality. I was on a massive high, not gonna lie, reading that one. Like I really like it, but I'm not gonna say the title yet because I want to finish reading it and see how it goes before I say anything. I don't know if it's a BL or if it's just a shonen. Yeah. There's a fine line between that. Because there can be BLs and shonenais, but not every shonenai is a BL. I feel like. But it could be the other way around, just because I'm perceiving it differently. I remembered, oh yeah, Bunny is gay. You can still send that emote, not gonna lie, because that's so funny to me as a reaction. Gay? Think. Like even I do that towards myself, like, Like, oh wait, yeah, no, I'm supposed to be like that. Have you enjoyed the barbecue? I did, thank you! It's been so long since I had a barbecue. I don't know why we had a barbecue. It was actually kind of cold today. But you know, maybe because it was cold that we had a barbecue, so. But they usually don't have barbecues. But I just got invited, and I just said yes to free food. That's all I give a shit about. The food was great, by the way. There was all sorts of stuff. I loved it. Enjoys finding her own lip. I don't! I do that shit by accident! Apparently I eat too fast and I just bite my lip that quickly. I try to take care of myself, but it just happens. So bad because every ultimate protagonist guy. Is it? Is this the story was supposed to be based off Snow White and Maleficent, I think the creator note said? Something like that. It's based off like children's fairy tales. So I have read a bunch of ultimate like isekai reincarnation ones, and those are usually like the no-brainer kind of like ones that I just pick up from like the ads and read for the fuck of it. But I don't remember like any of the name titles for those ones. But I did enjoy this one a lot. Because I know it follows so much of like the stereotypical like villainous like plotline, but it's more so like the application. They did a good job of it, and that makes me happy. Epilepsy of black hair. They all have black hair. What do you mean? When do they not have black hair? Also, I heard the thing, but I'm sorry to say, but my activity feed on my OBS is broken, so I can't see who's subscribed. I'm sorry. Whoever it is, thank you. That's my little confetti noise for every time someone subscribes, but I forget it's there. So if anything, it's actually more of a jump scare. You barbecue the tower into the stream. Did you? Oh, I'm sorry. There's no actual barbecue here. I'm sorry. I went to a barbecue, but welcome to the stream, Rai. How are you today? I had a good barbecue. I was suddenly invited to a barbecue tonight, so that is there's the reason why I forgot to make the stream waiting room today, and so I just quickly threw something together like an hour ago, and then I jumped in the shower because barbecue smell. Most villainous stories. It is, isn't it? But because that's like such a recycled formula now, I'm like at the point of, well, acceptance. Like the only way they, well, at the moment they can get you like a shock value of it is if they do it differently, or like if they at least like follow the normal concept, right? But they at least storytell it well, because why else would it be a genre, right? If it's not doing the same shit over and over again, you're not at least expecting something. If the storytelling is at least good and if it hits all the points, then like good enough. Not be a shonen, yeah. It's always so difficult to try and explain it, especially as someone that's very bad with their words. There is a very big difference. But I'm an average BL consumer, so I usually don't talk about it much because I consume so much. It's just my lifestyle now. Romance is good stuff. It is. That's why I enjoy shonen eyes more. I love shonen eyes. Oh, someone dropped something. I think that was Mama Yi. I'm bored or stressed. That's why I stopped biting my nails. Why I don't like bite on them. See, I was talking to my client about this. Like, we both came to understanding, like, we both like do it out of like a sensory deprivation. We don't actually like bite to ruin our nails. We're not like chewing and like ripping, tearing them apart. It's more that because we know that there's a product on our nails, if we just like put them between our teeth, we know there's like something solid there. And you can just kind of like put a little bit pressure on it, but you don't actually do anything. I feel like that's something you can only understand if you just have nails, I feel like. But I'm so glad that someone else also understood it as like a sensory thing. Like, we don't do it to ruin our nails. But that is a habit that I picked up after I started getting my nails done regularly. Male MC is so annoying as heck. Yeah, they are. I'm not doing it because I'm focused on the women, I'll be honest. Because if you were to ask me, like, how much of it I remember, most of it is because of the women. And that's why I'm enjoying it so much. But like the small developments that he has throughout the manhwa, I do enjoy. Like the one that I liked the most, without a doubt, was, I guess, spoiler warning. There's like a pretty abusive scene. Pretty rough, very rough. Where the female lead is getting hurt, essentially, and usually that's like the Prince Charming like scene where they're like, you know, they're supposed to like come in and like protect them and whatever, right? I was fully expecting that cliche to happen. It didn't happen at all. It was like a full-out brawl scene going down. It was still going. I was like, where is he? Is he not coming? And then when he finally shows up, he's just kind of leaning on the door, watching her fight for her life. And then when she does finally, like, when she nearly does get hit, does he go to step in? That's when you see him appear. And then what he does is that he gives her essentially a weapon to fight back. He's like, are you not done? Here, you can use this instead. I was so shocked. Like, I was actually pleasantly surprised for that kind of reaction to appear. I was so waiting for the, no, get away from her. How dare you raise your hand against my wife or whatever. But no, he's like, no, beat his ass. Do you not want to do it? I can do it for you. Like, okay. That was like the one iconic scene that I remember for him. That's it. That one I found funny. Keep writing the same character. Very strong from they keep letting people just copy and paste it. Well, that's how you get into it. That's kind of like, I get what you mean though. Like the harsh reality of this genre specifically is that it's a very repeated formula, especially if you want people to like get into like your work. Like, here's the thing though, a lot of those artists and a lot of those people making those comics are doing it to survive. Not many, like, genuinely not many of them are actually doing it because they want to. And if it is like their work, it falls back into, once again, they have to try and get into that formula if they want people to like see their work at all. That's just kind of like the harsh reality of making any comics. If you know, you know. Especially if it's in specifically the Japanese and the Korean market, with how their sites work. If you're familiar with buying under their sites, which I am, it's really harsh. So it's not just for isekai reincarnations, but a lot of the other genres as well that end up having to follow a formula in order to get like an audience at all in the first place. They have to go through that. But very specifically for like, it's very depressing to watch the isekai reincarnation one. That's why I don't find myself reading them a lot. So even if this one that I mentioned right here on screen is like a very boring to a lot of you that are like used to reading it, it's because I haven't read one in a really long time, and I was pleasantly surprised to not expect the like same formula that I was so used to all those few times that I have read them before. Or at least like even if it does follow that formula, I was very happy with like how the story is. It's more of a tasty. They did it! For anyone that bites their nails, stop. Or like even bite like the skin around your nails, stop doing that. Or at least try to moisturize, come on. Cause no, I've never had that habit personally. I don't think there's many people that I know as someone in this profession that does it for the same like sensory deprivation as I do. But for me specifically, it's like that. I want to move her head. I'm not happy. If you don't to even give him a flaw. This character does have a flaw. But more often that flaw might not be like good enough, I guess you could say. So that's where subjectiveness comes in. I won't say like it's a massive flaw. It's more that it's a pretty rooted to his trauma, and that's why he acts that way. Either way, I was very happy reading through that. Hello, Mal. It's been so long. How have you been? Soundtrack for the Hunchback of Notre Dame out of my head. Help. I've never actually watched the movie for that one. One of the many movies that I haven't watched growing up. Whenever a song gets stuck in my head, I just have to embrace it. There's no getting it out of my head. I just have to take it until it disappears by itself. Agonizing only makes it like repeat for longer in your head. Just embrace it. And now that you've mentioned music, I've come to realize that I haven't actually found a playlist up. Not gonna lie, because I started reading that romance, I have the urge to listen to shoujo music, but I don't know if I can play that on stream. Guys, do you want to see the VOD get nuked? Do you want to see everything go wrong? Good movie, and so I've heard. I want to. I have so much movies that I need to catch up on. Because I missed out so much in my childhood. Bells of Notre Dame is what's stuck in my head. Let me out of curiosity, just can't play it on stream, but let me just play a little bit now. Wow. Damn, that orchestra in the back. Right? Oh my god. Okay. That's a very, very long song. Six minutes, is it? Wee. Are we enjoying Nia? I have quite a lot. Like I'm in a JRPG like brain rot. Like I'm going crazy. But yes, I've been enjoying it a lot. Thank you. Apparently, I'm going to be hitting the first ending soon, so I look forward to that because I missed out on some side quests and it's been eating away at me because I can't complete them unless I restart the game. And I think I just need to start. I just need to start on the next ending, and then I can go back and continue on before that happens. If not, I'll figure it out. I don't like to see the VOD get nude. Disney's, I won't play Disney. I'm not that stupid. Unless no. Wait, do that. But I feel like it should still be okay for me to play shoujo music. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't risk it. Oh, I go for the what's a playlist that I can play that just gives nostalgic vibes? Or should I risk it? I really want to listen to shoujo music. I'm sorry guys. For once, miyuu's gonna have a stream with lyrics of music, of songs that playing in the back. Usually it's instrumentals. Usually it's just usually it's just BGMs. Usually it's just game soundtracks. I must fold for my desires. I'm sorry. For those that do not know, Japanese shoujo anime openings, or I guess some of them might be some might be endings, but I think it's mainly openings. There might be repeats because I'm playing different playlists. I don't know which one has which, but I just know that I want shoujo music. For those that do not know it, firstly, I like to apologize. The music choice of my stream today is going to be very different than what it usually is, so please just bear with it. Or, alternatively, the better option, convert you to shoujo. Please watch shoujo animes, I beg of you. My forever favorite is Oron High School Host Club. Very specifically, the anime is nostalgic to younger me. It's not aged very well if you watch the English dub. Not aged very well in terms of the setting it is. But please understand that it's very fucking old. Doesn't justify it, but just know that just like any other piece of history that you learn in school, there was a time and place on what and why it was created. However, the manga is amazing. I love the manga so much. I cried like a bitch. But the anime very specifically is very nostalgic to me. So much so that I might watch the live action again one day. I like for me specifically, I just get so nostalgic for live actions. Because there's a part of my brain that's like, oh, I don't want to commit to rewatching the entire anime. That's like so many hours. But then like live actions, you know, at least like movie lengths. Like it's an hour or two. You just sit down, watch it, finish it. And if you haven't like experienced live actions before, you at least have the context of what you remember, and you can just apply that without having to like build up new emotional like connections again, you know? Good. So good watching live actions. But I also know that it's like immersion breaking sometimes, so dip your toes in. For those that haven't like started watching like any live actions for anything, I recommend watching Ace Attorney. Watch the first ever Ace Attorney live action and you guys will be hooked. I promise you, that shit is hilarious. Trust me, it's great. I love it so much. Ace Attorney live action is amazing. I love it so much. BBQ, yeah! Hello Frostbite! Hope you're doing well today. Barbecue is yummy. I wish all of you guys to have, if you haven't had barbecue in a while, I hope you have barbecue soon. Like this really hit the spot, I think, especially because when I was in Vietnam, but when I was away, we did have K barbecue, but K barbecue is like such a different, because it's a different cuisine, right? But mainly a lot of it is like spice, but like the grilling part of it, so good. But for me personally, whenever I have K barbecue, I always try to go for like as much of like the spicy options as I can. So to me it's like very, very different to like what the usual Australian barbecue that we have over here. And the other thing is as well, that the barbecue that I'm just like craving like forever is yakiniku. Because I haven't gone back to Japan since having yakiniku with my host family. And nothing has been able to hit that spot for me ever since. And I don't think it will ever come. I don't think it will ever be fixed unless I go to Japan myself. If that ever happens one day, guys, I'm taking a photo. I'm just gonna take a photo of the fucking grill and just post it on Twitter. And for those that don't have Twitter, I'll make like the next live stream just the thumbnail of the fucking yakiniku that I ate. Like, guys, it's here. I finally ate it. Barbecue so good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I think I was very happy because of the chili sauce that they put together there. Enjoy the writing, you can feel it. That's one of the problems too. Yeah, right? When you know that they're very clearly just doing it for the grind, there's part of me that's like, okay, I'm gonna read it out of respect, or at least like I'm gonna read as far as I can out of respect, because I know you're on that hustle, bro. Like I know what field you're in right now that makes this shit as difficult as it is, but I just hope one day that they can make something that they're like passionate and proud of in. But at the moment, that's where they are, and that's like the reality, you know, of like the comic making like industry. So I get it. I get it, man. That's what also makes it sad, because you don't feel that passion. You're not enjoying it either as a reader. But you can say that for like any media that you consume, no? You don't know which, no matter how good the product is, you'll never know how passionate the author is until you read it, and also see from like, if you read creator notes as well, or like read, like watch interviews on the author's reactions, etc. Very fine line. Listening to the past me, you're not present. Sorry, I have the I have playback on, that's why. Should I turn it off? Should I turn it off for today? Because last stream was buffering pretty bad, and that was because my stream latency was at very not low. It was at low latency, not very low, low latency, but it's normal latency now, so I feel like it should be okay. Would you guys like me to take the risk? Shall I flick the switch? You can say no, you don't need to say yeah. if you don't want me to risk it, you just say no. I typically indulge in shoujo stuff. I never grew up with anime, so when I first watched Oran, it wasn't... I didn't know what genres there were. I was just like watching anime at the time, and only until later did I realize, wow, shoujo might be something that I really love. And I missed out on such a large portion of my childhood because of it. But that also goes hand in hand with like shonen, because I never grew up with shonen either, and then I slowly did consume like a good amount of shonen, but I just don't read that or like watch any of that anymore. But I still did enjoy the genre. Like, I get what you mean. No lie, in the end though, as much as like shoujo has like my heart, I think I'm a romance girly at the end of the day, but that's just because I've been consuming that for like ages now. Kiss Kiss Fall in Love is such a good opening. Kiss Kiss Fall in Love. This is my it's such a good segue to me just like changing the BGM right now. Do you think I can find it? Do you think I can just find it as the start of the playlist? Or the start of the playlist is just Cut the Sakura, which is an OG. Can you get me, mate? Let me take a gander, huh? Let me switch it. If the if the VOD gets destroyed because of this, so be it. I'll know for future reference. Fine. I'm in a mood today, guys. I'm in mood today. Oh, it's loud. This is the BGM for today. Good luck, guys. Good luck. This is Miyuu's true power. Remember anything else other than that one line? That's all you need to remember, bro. Don't worry. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Live action is coming right at P. Gourmet. I'm always so surprised of what live actions they've like made. Like, I was so surprised when Gintama had like a full movie. Like, that shit was like live production, like live action. I was like, what? It was such good quality too, and the actors were amazing. That's another good one for anyone that wants to like do a small jump into live action. Watch Gintama. Because I recommend Ace Attorney, because there is like a decent amount of like comedy in it. Gintama also has it as well, but I also enjoy them because there's still like serious moments where they get you to lock in. Like, you gotta lock in and focus. But they do that naturally, so you don't even realize it, and you're like, oh wait, I'm invested now. Because I think that's the other thing with shonens. Like, I only can watch them if they're like got a good amount of comedy to them. That's why I like Gintama so much. Koishiteru. I'm curious. Sorry, I'm reading. There's not much for me to say because I know nothing about. Excuse me. Kamen Rider. But I'm always so intrigued by it since I didn't grow up with it. Isn't it crazy how much of my like childhood that I haven't like experienced, but I also know like a decent amount. Isn't it a miracle that I know anything at all? Is it a miracle that Miyuu's brain retains anything? I think so. Magical Girl was so good. Like, do you know Sugar Rune? Sugar Rune. Hold on. No, I didn't. Okay, I didn't. But I know this one. "2005. Oh, I did not need to see that. But I remember. I remember the redhead. Doesn't this make you nostalgic? Shoujo, my love! If none of you guys grew up with any of this, just channel it. Gaslight yourself. Turn it into a real feeling. Experience it now. I should probably put... Do you guys want Kaine up? I'm gonna try deleted her. I don't think I can get her. I have to find her again. Do I have a PNG still? Kaine! We don't need her on screen. It's fine. I've drawn her clothes. That's recognizable enough, right? Cardcaptor is good too. Dude, I love Cardcaptor Sakura so much. How was I deprived of that growing up? Like, I would have been so obsessed. Like, I would have been unhealthily obsessed if I had known that series when I was younger. But no, I watched it after high school. Can you believe that? Fuck me, dude. I can't believe I was deprived of shoujo for so long. I can't remember if it was after high school, but like when I graduated. I can't remember anymore because those years start to blur together. But yeah, no, I watched it pretty late and I watched it with a friend. Car character. I love it so much. Trying to get Kaine's reference up. Dark Kamen Rider, recommend the free Kamen Rider. It's probably the darkest Kamen Rider bin. Wow. How dark can Kamen Rider get? Hi, Sean. About Character and Kamen Rider. We're going weeb today. It's a weeb session today. I know the title says something about barbecue, and that's supposed to be like the the most Australian thing that I can say. But we're weebing out today. And yeah, I'm playing shoujo music in the back because that's what I'm feeling. Oh, I forgot. I have to try and like try and get her hand to look normal again. So since my chat on OBS for some reason doesn't work, just FYI guys, I'm using usually I have a separate window for this, but because I have OBS up, I use I used my thing as a second window. For those that are familiar with drawing, sometimes you would have like a second window up of the same canvas, just so that you can see from afar objectively how it looks. And so I'm using OBS for that. Usually I just make another window, but I'm lazy. So I have OBS in front of me, but I don't have chat, so I can't see if any of you guys are saying anything. There goes locking into the shoujo. Just trying to get my inner magical girl to focus. Guys, if I don't focus on drawing, the bad guys will come and kill us. That's how magical girls work, right? How do you draw swords? Right. Hold on. No. Like this. Wait, why are the handles for both of them different? Oh my god. Kids fall in love. Together, everyone.
호수 또 데모 가마라나요.
Baby, you're my love. Isn't it crazy how Kaine can dual wield these? These are basically soul blades. Do you not feel the urge to enter a prestigious school academy right now and look for a host club of pretty boys that you can just sit and have tea with to relieve yourself of the studies that you have to do for high class for the high class society? Because I'm feeling it. I grew up with the English dub, so not gonna lie, I still have to try and get used to listening to the Japanese, like, original. I'm still not over, like, all of, like, the English dub for, like, the openings were done by, like, a company, and they made so many bangers, but they also had, like, a lot of shit happen to them. Whoopsie. I can't remember the details, but I remember watching a video about it. You're such a girly pop. Oh, I totally remember. Yeah, exactly! You gotta gaslight yourself. Put yourself in the mood for this one. You remember. You remember. Don't you remember? Next stream, we're just all gonna have amnesia. Nice beautiful and the cock of the Sakura opening is still goated. It's forever goated! Bro, Catch You Catch Me is just the best. Can you catch me, mate? Sakura is also so cute. How could you not like her? You have to like her opening anime song. How could you? It's too precious. Doesn't look right. Cannot make the blades big enough? I think not. I think they have to be bigger. Fuck. I think the other reason why anime, like, openings specifically give me so much nostalgia, I get reminded of, like, the Yakuza karaoke. Music back then just hit so diff. You should watch Magical Girl anime now! You will turn into a magical girl! Speaking of, that reminded me. There's like a pretty popular like animator. She's an artist? She's pretty known for her like a lot of her Pokemon like sketches recently, as in like a year, like roughly year estimate. Okay. She recently released an animatic called something like I really don't please pretty please I really don't want to be magical. Hold on, let me. You don't need to get into shoujo, but please watch this animatic. Pretty please, I don't want to be a magical girl pilot episode. I recommend watching this. So it was just, I think it was a silly little concept, and then they were able to get a bunch of their friends, who are all professional voice actors, to volunteer doing some bits for it, and they were able to make that pilot episode, which is really good. Really, really good. Very surprised was able to put it together so quickly. There's like a sudden bit in the pilot episode where it just gets like really detailed. Just ignore it, it's a pilot episode. It also looks really good, so you know. But I recommend watching it. Yeah, I'll show you guys the thumbnail. You guys can go take a look at it on YouTube. On YouTube. So if you just search it up, you'll see it. There you go. It looks like this. Look for this thumbnail. Watch this animatic episode. Pilot episode. If you're into shoujo, if you're not into shoujo, watch it. It's great. Highly recommend. It's by a very popular artist. And they've worked on a couple of cartoons, I believe, so. Goated. Very goated. The review fucked up. What? Oh, I read that wrong. Relationship between Sokka and high school fucked up in retrospect. It's more so the only way that I can really perceive it, the best way that I can perceive it, is basically just like when you're at that age, right? Age differences aren't as big as what you would feel once you actually become an adult, or at least like when you're that young. That's the best way I can put it. Also, this was made like ages ago, so in a way, quotations, innocent view of love. I don't know how best to describe it. How the magical part of it works, question. But I agree. One could call it cope, and you're correct. Like a crush and nothing happened, I think. Nothing happened because the relationship that actually happened between the high school was actually between the two high school boys. They had the most intimate relationship. It was very much a crush. It was like a very innocent crush of someone younger towards someone that was older. And it was also someone that she often saw as well because of her brother. So she saw Yukito a lot because he always hung out with Toya. Dark story, but it's usually with the will of humanity. Oh, that kind of story. Ah. Look, you don't turn to a cyborg without his consent. Crazy! Oh. One day, if I'm ever in a crazy mood, I'll pick up a Kamen Rider story. Drawing idea, magical girl miyuu. That would actually be so cute now that you said that. I'd love to draw that. I don't know about me in a magical fit. Oh my god, I could probably be like the magical sidekick. Magical girls always gotta have like a magical sidekick, right? That's me. Wrong layer. Oopsie. I'll be the magical sidekick. Yomi can be the the magical girl. You'd be so cute with the magical. Why did I draw her with double braids? I've never drawn her with double braids before. Guys, what was I on in the last stream of drawing this? God, this BGM, the song. Nostalgia is hitting the moon today, guys. Oh, because I feel bad for this braid that I put so much effort into it. I'm just gonna cut it and remove it. I'm gonna name the layer. Why? Mark it as a reference. Lock it. Hide it. Put that away. How did I draw Yomi with two braids? Why did I do that? How did I forget? I forgot how to draw my own child. What's wrong with me? How do I draw Yomi? My favorite, one of my favorite endings. Also from Karakata Sakura. Knife but bigger. What a lightsaber. A lightsaber was so much easier. Take your pen and draw a sword. You got me there, but I mean, it's close enough. I feel like just drawing the outline of it is very like flat, that's why. A lot of the detailing on her sword is like the rust and like the metal of it. So it looks kinda ass. Don't look too closely, guys. Don't look too closely. You should be looking elsewhere anyways. I'd be surprised if you weren't looking elsewhere anyways. Yeah, but one of the few animes I rewatched multiple times. I know, right? I want to blame the fact that because it was technically my first anime, I have like a lot of nostalgia for it. But I also gotta like give credit where it's due, you know? Because I'm not the kind of person that rewatches things. Like, I really am not. I have to wait until like I forget a good amount of it to the point that I can basically experience the entire story for like the first time, a second time, you know? But that's only for like very, very old things nowadays. But like if it's anything new, I definitely can't watch them until like another decade at least. But for like Oran specifically, Jesus. How many times have I rewatched it? But definitely after I finished the anime, I had a massive period of not doing anything because I was in a slump after finishing the manga. Is it anime? Manga? The manga. When I finished reading the manga, I was just destroyed. Like, it was very much a case of, God, I'm not going to be able to experience something like this ever again. Well, I can't experience anything just as good, or like whatever I had felt, you know? So I just had to sit and wallow in despair until it subsided. I think I finished reading the manga during high school. So pretty sure I wasn't even like trying to like catch up with it or anything. Like I only just finished like the first time when I was watching anime. I only watched it like an episode because of TV, and I watched it properly for the first time. Oh. Apologies. Maybe you came in. You asked for help with online shopping. No! Mama, you can't discover my secret magical girl identity! Quick! We must hide! I always find it funny whenever she asks me for help with online shopping, even though she's so skeptical of it. Is there an irony in that? What's up with that? It's okay. I'll take the L. I'll buy it for her. Brain isn't just wired for pretty boys. Whatever preferences don't work, because I'm also very wired to pretty girls, so basically I'm just doomed everywhere I go. So it's good. It's good that it's not wired for pretty boys. It's better to not be in my position. But you're missing out. The Ikemen, I feel like the Ikemen appeal is like very different, because once you get to experience the like proper Ikemen appeal, you really get to experience like the what's it called? The Ikejo like kind of experience. Ikejo being like similar to like Ikemen, so like a cool looking man. Or like a cool, very cool looking woman. So they're usually like quite masculine. He is sending me. I don't know if you heard the messages that came through. Mummy, you sent me the online shopping photos. But yeah, I feel like I appreciate like Ikejo more after like fangirling over like Ikemen when I was younger. The English cover that I heard, I don't know if you guys dabble in listening to English covers. I did when I was younger. I don't as much anymore, but I listened to the English cover of this one by Amelie. It's stuck in my head. I guess ages ago. Like I should be used to it, but it's stuck in my head. Being a host before for a film quiz is a headache. Really? You have? Oh, what an insane lore drop. Dojo music with the joy of a big spiky song. That's the appeal, that's the appeal. There you go. We're going for that gap mower today. Cheating, but as last year, use the lion tool for drawing set. It's not cheating. Isn't it crazy that we call it cheating? Because I get what you mean. Like that, I would also think the exact same thing. But it's not cheating. If the sword has straight lines to it, we gotta use a tool for that. Like it makes sense. In this case though, it's not actually a straight line. It's pretty curved for some reason, which only makes it even more difficult. It's like slightly curved, not straight, but ever so slightly curved, and that just makes it just all the more painful. And with that, let me see if I can bend it a little bit. Probably forgot about the stream unless you do something dumb. Let's not do that. I think with the elder story you will enjoy it through your life. Fucking Madoka Magica right now. Fuck. I know I'm talking about the. This was earlier when I mentioned the animatic. But I can't help but always think of Madoka whenever it's like the sidekick. The non-human sidekick. Use a magical girl power to stop being normal girl. You really gotta like emphasize on the normal girl, how badly she wants to be a normal girl. Might give it a shot, it looks cute. It is, it's very cute. I also recommend just checking out that artist for a lot of their stuff. It's really cute. They used to be very well known on Tumblr actually. But I know that they're the most active. They're still pretty active on Tumblr, I believe. But they're pretty active on Twitter as well. Kamen Rider and Super Sentai pretty much adopted magical girl as part of Tokusatsu. Story is pretty much the same. I mean, I can see it. Miyuu is the magical mascot. The spawn of Christ. Excuse you! I'm not gonna make you sign a contract with a demon or anything like that. If I was your magical mascot, would you trust me? If I told you you had the power to save the world right here, right now, would you trust me? eBay for Madoka Magica. As someone that wasn't ever able to finish Madoka because of Kirin, I don't know if that will say anything. I will not ever succumb to that, okay? You guys gotta believe in me. Just believe in the power that I can give you to save the world. It'll be at your fingertips. You get like a pretty wand and everything. And it was the evil of humanity. No. I won't be. Four eyes. Alright, it's up here. Best anime I've been 2003 Astro Boy. Really? Holy shit. I have to take a look at like 2003? Like I had to like double check. I had to like fact check you them because I couldn't believe the 2003 bit. Oh my gosh. 𝐲𝐿 Boy is nostalgic, dude. I remember Astro Boy, but I don't remember. Because I call Oran my first Oran my first anime, but that was like my pipeway into anime. Technically, I did watch anime before them, but I wouldn't classify them as like me watching them as anime. They're more were like cartoons to me back then. So like a lot of like the Pokemon series, right? But I watched all of like the dubs. Or like Yu-Gi-Oh as well. I watched a lot of the dubs. Astro Boy I remember, but I don't remember anything as well. 2003. Oh, 2003. That's about online shopping. Remind me of my mother. Isn't every mother like that nowadays? She was so cautious of it up until a few years ago. She got me to start buying a lot of stuff for her after. I don't blame her. I also find myself buying way too much stuff anyways. Hermit miyuu strikes again. I only shop online. That is half a lie. Clothing I always have to do in store just because sizing sucks, dude. Sizes suck. It's so annoying. Like even if it's listing all the like measurements, for some reason it doesn't fit properly just because like the fabric used or like there's like other things in the excuse me. Oh my goodness. There's other things that they don't account for. So like if I don't know if there's like elastics or whatever. Jesus. I didn't swallow that water properly. So I always get so paranoid. I have to make sure that I try it on so that it's comfortable. God forbid I spend so much money nowadays on clothing and it doesn't fucking feel comfortable. Miyuu is a hermit. No way am I gonna wear clothing that don't make me feel comfortable. It's alright. Classify yourself as bisexual. I'm kind of getting that from you. The best way I can describe it is that, technically speaking, I'm aromantic. I forgot to spell it for a second. I'm aromantic. So this is my stance. But in terms of visual attraction, yes, I am bi. Because I wouldn't particularly deem myself as a pansexual. Like it doesn't feel right. I thought it was. Because when you start to learn all like the terms for like every sexuality out there, is there so many now? The more that I thought about it, I thought, oh yeah, no, I guess technically I would fall under the umbrella, but it didn't, the label didn't feel right. So I went back to bi and I was like, yeah, no, that feels better. And then I stopped thinking about it because I technically call myself AWARE. Crazy, isn't it? of the barbecuing go? I didn't do any of the barbecuing. I just ate. I was invited to a barbecue and it was so sudden that I wasn't able to make the stream like waiting room today until like an hour before the stream. But the invite was very sudden. But even so, I just ate to my heart's content. And I'm very happy because I haven't eaten like very good barbecue in a while, or like actual barbecue in a while. Actual Australian barbecue in a while. Very yummy. For some reason the hair here is not making me feel happy. I think it's because of the layer underneath, so my eyes are like playing tricks on me. We'll just leave it. Okay. Let's see if I want to color. I stand on that. Disney rule and reason IRL also do that is because they are too lazy. I'm the artist. The other thing is that also, like, for some people it is just practice where they can't just make the line, so they don't use a ruler, they just got used to just doing this all the time. And the more that you keep practicing a certain stroke, you start to get used to it. And if you do it like multiple times, you're gonna get better at it. But no, most of the time it is laziness. You start doing the same thing all the time, over and over again. You start getting annoyed. So you go back to the OG. I'm so sorry, I couldn't spare you out. Fuck. My brain just... My brain just went gone. Bye. Take care, Sean. I'm pretty sure they're already gone, but I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm half blaming this on the lyrics. Lyrical music gets me fucked up. Especially while I'm trying to read. I've already lost what I was reading. Tokusatsu? Tokusatsu. Love butchering pronunciations. Pronunciations. I don't trust you normally, the answer is yes. Make me the hero of justice. Trust me to the end of the world at least. Oh, Vlad. Don't worry, I'll tell you, you guys are all into great magical girls. We'll save the world. Online shopping with clothes and we go to the actual store. Right! I feel like for like anything else that isn't clothes for online shopping, you can just kind of bullshit. Where did I put my footrest? I always wonder how much of you guys can hear of me just like moving that on the ground whenever I'm speaking. Am I hitting something? No? I think there is something that I'm hitting, but I can't see it. But it's like, even if like the measurements are a little bit wrong, or at least like, unless you're not getting scammed, you can just kind of leave it alone and it'll be fine. But for like clothes, you gotta make sure that you try it on. Like you have to. Like this goes for anything for me. So if it's like shoes, is it shoes? Jewelry is fine. Jewelry you can bullshit. Like yeah, shoes, pants, shirt, hats. I feel like you can bullshit. Hats, I feel like it's okay to bullshit. Even gloves. Gloves you gotta. Scarf? I'm not sure. I've never bought a scarf. I'm trying to think of like every clothing accessories I can. Coats you definitely have to. I think even more so if you're someone that prefers like if you prefer like either like fitted clothing, or if you prefer like a little bit oversized clothing, you really gotta make sure that you get the right like measurements for those. For me personally, I prefer oversized. I think it's because I get like slightly claustrophobic if a clothing is like too tight. It's just not for me. Ah, but if it's a crop top. Those are fine. But like anything else, I recently got a hoodie. I need to give it back, but I was given a hoodie, but they gave me a size smaller than what I usually get. Even though people would sue me for that size, but I prefer oversized. I prefer one size higher. But in my head, I'm like, sometimes sometimes just depending on how the clothing is, you know, this size could be like a good fit. I've put it on, I hated it, so I have to give it back. I just prefer oversized too much. I'm the kind of person that likes having like the cuffs on the sleeves to like go over my palm. Like I can't help it. Unless the clothing is like designed to be that way, which is rarely, I always go for oversized. I was gonna color, I got distracted. Also, take care about. Oh my god, why do I keep missing people leaving? Take care. Go rest up, man. Moves. Ignores his intensifier. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear? But I always, like, in that moment, if I'm not talking, I always wonder how much of it you can actually hear. If I'm talking, I always just assume you guys can hear everything. But I'm never, like, aware of how much of my mic is actually picking up my movements when I am not talking. No, lost weight, but man, it's not fun to change the wardrobe for the third time. That is the tricky thing, isn't it? Because I feel like weight fluctuations are like very difficult to handle if there's like some clothing you have that requires like to that exact clothing that I was talking to you guys about. Mummy, you found it. I didn't hear her come into the room, but she she was basically asking about that exact piece of clothing that I was talking to you guys about. She held it in front and she was like, no one can wear it. I was like, yeah. No one in the house can wear this either, so that's the reason why I have to like give it back. So technically Mummy and me, we're like the smaller sizes in the house, but usually Mummy because Mummy doesn't like oversized clothing. I prefer oversized clothing, but it doesn't fit her. Or at least she doesn't wear those. She doesn't wear hoodies. Anyways, that's very funny that she found it, just as how I had mentioned it. What was I saying? Oh, weight fluctuation. For fitted clothing. So my first thought was like jeans. Jeans are the worst when you like have to buy so many pairs of different ones if you've changed weight, or if like your weight usually fluctuates a lot. More often than not, jeans are supposed to be like pretty fitted. Otherwise everyone turn their back on me. Get me killed for saving everyone in front of me being the hero of justice, surely. The cope is insane! But don't worry, if you trust your magical mascot Miyuu, everything will be fine. Say it with me! Everything will be fine. It's louder than usual. Come on. Guys, I got my earphones, working earphones again, and now everything is too loud. Try to cope. I think BBQ sounds scary, like something poisonous. What? How is that scary? What do you mean? You think we're like roasting spiders or something? Oh, we're eating barbecue with spiders. Which you wouldn't technically be wrong, because you do barbecues in your backyard, and every Australian backyard has like every fucking species alive in there. No, we're just barbecuing with the snakes. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. But no, Australian barbecues are really nice, especially in the summer. Well, not for me. I don't like the summer, but when we put a rosy fucking lens to it, right? A barbecue in the summer is great because mainly because of most like Australian homes have pools, and for people that do take care of their pools, it's really nice to have a swim. Most people do end up having a swim during the summer, and so when you also have a barbecue on top of that, major fucking like lazy day relaxation like vibes. And if you don't have a pool, having a barbecue outside near the beach is also very, very nice. I was just gonna grow up Australian. Even if I don't like the summer, I can appreciate it just because I've grown up with it. But I cannot deny that technically I don't experience many authentic Australian barbecues because I don't usually experience. I actually don't have many of my Australian friends having barbecues as of late. Because any barbecues you have is more like with family. If you have any with like the bros, it's more because you're on like a trip or something. Not many people do it with like at home unless it's for like family, like an event. That might just be my area, so don't take my word for that one. I know it's different everywhere in Australia. Referencing fate without anyone, you can fully understand me. The fate of a Fate fan. The shame I'll never get the references. Speaking of Fate, I wonder when that'll happen with Star Rail. Probably it's like about time soon. I think I'm getting antsy because of what's happening in 4AS. I'm like, when is Fate gonna fit in? But it'll probably have to be after final like releases, huh? Not like how that hair strand looks. Destroy it, kill it. Go away. Everything won't be fine. Vlad, did you trust me? Stay with me. Everything will be fine. Me, the magical mascot. You, the magical girl that will save this world. Everything will be fine. If you don't believe in me, that'll be the reason why the world crumbles. The fucking beat dropping should not have happened when I said that. Oh no. Y'all hear if any bad news around the world happens after me saying that, it's not me, I promise. Having a barbecue without inviting me? I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Kansaki, but hi! Even I didn't know that I was getting invited until like a couple hours before. I was actually being invited to go. Trust me, if I had ample time, I would have told you guys, but I quite literally didn't. Like, I didn't even make a tweet about it. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm going now. And then I come home and haven't even made the waiting room yet. It was a surprise to me as much as it was for you guys. Sorry, I didn't bring any leftovers. All I can do is speak tales of how juicy the meat was, and all the range of meats that we had there. God, that was so good. There was like this really spicy like chicken, these chicken wings. They had grilling there. It was so good. I couldn't eat more of it though because the ulcers in my mouth. I'm so sad because I was trying to finish the other, like the rest of my plate. I got topped up with like extra food and I didn't know how to say no, so I just took it and I was like, yeah, I'll just eat the rest of it. I was happy to eat all of it, but like I wanted to eat like the other things, but I couldn't say no. So I kept eating it. And I was okay with eating it too because like I mentioned the chili sauce that they had, the spicy sauce, not chili sauce. The spicy like sauce that they had over there was like really good. Like it just made everything just that much better to like consume. Or like it made it even better to eat. And so I'm so sad. It was so good. I only got to eat like 3 pieces, dude. It was so good. Because it wasn't like the spicy chickens that you usually get. It was like marinated. Ah! I should stop talking. Making myself hungry. Definitely not because I'm making you guys hungry and I feel bad. I didn't invite you guys to the barbecue either. I ate snake before, it doesn't feel— Really? You've eaten a snake before? Maybe use snakes more as pets. I don't think I could ever eat them. Most overpowered, poisonous, incurable plants and animals imaginable. Do you guys want to hear a fun fact? Usually, if I see insects in my YouTube shorts, I had to flick the fucking, like, through that shit. Like, entomophobia, guys. Mia has major entomophobia. Fuck insects. I don't know why I'm living in this country with entomophobia. Point is, this YouTube shorts appeared about the most deadly spider, right, that we have here in Australia. Apparently it was discovered that there was the same type, but like I think like 4 times bigger. And they only recently discovered it somehow. You thought we would have found everything by now. Every poisonous little fucker alive in this damn country. No. I found one. And it's like so much more bigger than like the original somehow. It's like massive. Apparently it's like the size. It's bigger than the size of my hand. Ugh, no. I saw. I remember just like peeking through my fingers, take like a quick gander at it. Big furry little thing. Ugh. Fuck no, dude. What creature do we have in this this land? Oh my god. Actually terrifying what we can keep alive here. But not everyone here likes it. Oh. Is it more like a delicacy? Being a menhatter. Where straight fans are not like me, they're insane, not menhatter. I love it how there's supposed to be a subtle difference for that one. Well, I'll trust you on that one. You know more than me. It's a few patches. SSR would be the fake collab. Trying to do that for the player. 3.4, 3.5, we're like 3.2 within 2 months. Guess we'll see, yeah. Because 3.3 is 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨 and Cypher, no? And if we were to follow the Crisis Air pathway, we've got Finon and then whoever left over. Oh, we also got the... Oh, I guess it would depend on how they release them, huh? We got the, like, teal looking bat lady that people assume is predicted to be Fuhua from the Tribi trailer, and then also that was she did she have a violin? No. Yes? No? No. That other chick, that other purple chick, looking purple chick. But if they do release the free unit, I hope it's Emiya. I really hope so. Because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough pools for the collab. Like, guys, I'm trying to get jades for Anaxia right now, and I think I have like, do I have 200 pools? I have 200 pools, so I have enough to guarantee him technically, but I don't have enough to guarantee his light cone. But I also want to go for 𝐢𝐳𝐟𝐨, just because she's so cute. I don't know why, for some reason I just really like her design. Like, very specifically a 3D model. Like, I'm having like a Gwenifin moment. So when I first saw Gwenifin's drip marketing, I didn't feel much until I actually saw her model in game and I went obsessed, which is strange because I usually prefer 2D. But when I saw her 3D model, for some reason I just really liked it. Backside exploded, right? Miyuu's fucking weird back fetish going on, right? That aside, alright? Objectively. For some reason, I just really liked her 3D model, so. My ass folded quick. What is this from? He's cute. Okay, hold on. I need to get an old reference of Miyuu up. Not Miyuu, Yomi. I was reading the title of my canvas file. It says near replica Miyuu. Yomi! Yomi! I like color again. I forgot. Look at her.
Kitty pie.
Okay. Got an earthquake notification after. No, you're fucking. Don't lie. Do not lie. Do not say that. Crazy. Do not say that. That's what I'm saying, guys. If you guys don't believe in me, everything. If you don't believe in me, everything won't be fine. So you must believe in me and then everything will be fine. I'm saying it as simple as I can, guys. Like it's that straightforward. Not many steps you need to follow. Just need to believe. Please God spare me. Hey, you're talking to the wrong god. God is in the little mascot body right here. It's like fish, nothing so special. Really? Okay, as cute as this playlist is, I was like full expecting like old shoujo like music. This ain't hitting. Nice bathroom trip for you if you continue skyrocketing in such cheesy detail. I'm holding back. I won't say anything more. Oh, shush. Definitely for your sake and not for mine. Okay? Hey. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, for now I don't have to. Hold on. Hold your playlist. I'm scared some of these are gonna have repeats, but I guess that's just gonna that's just the reality, huh? I think they're gonna be repeats because there's not many like iconic shoujo songs, huh? J-pop? Okay, this is def. That's fine. There you go. It's gonna have repeats, but that's fine. This one barbecue now so bad. Hopefully you guys also get to experience it. Don't worry. I wish you guys a happy coincidence in the future. Alright. You'll get to experience very yummy barbecue soon. I'll channel it for you guys as well. Keep you Australians alive. It's very much a big miracle considering how questionable some Australians are too. But yes, I agree. Haven't tried rabbit meat in my life, don't mind me sharing that. Huh? I definitely haven't tried rabbit meat. I know that for sure. I think. Now that you said that, there's like a very specific... What is it called? Hold on. Quail legs? There's like this very, very specific like Vietnamese dish. I think it's quail legs. It's like quails in a... They're cooked in a certain way. It's in Vietnamese cuisine, and for some reason when you mentioned rabbit meat, that was like the first thing that came to mind. I know it doesn't correlate, but for some reason I just got reminded of that dish. Can we talk about food? Why did I mention food? No, no one mentioned the barbecue the stream title again. let's stop this. What be you God's blessing? I feel that is not something you should be rejoicing for, but if you can convince yourself hard enough, I'm sure everything will be fine. Because like I said, everything will be fine if you believe in miyuu's words. Why is this not mine now? Discord server link on your channel info you can want to man. Of course. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of trying to like process that even as a joke, y'all BBQ made the server as a bit, but then y'all still like went ahead and joined and still kept like trying to keep it up for a little bit. You can see why BBQ was like demanding payment from me. Well, BBQ is waiting for for the payment. But it's the least that I can do, since you guys still try to stay active as much as you can. Even if it's not as active as much, the fact that the server just exists at all makes me happy. Because I do still stand by the fact that I don't think I'm responsible enough to own a server. Like, I know as like a content creator, it's just very easy to just start a server up just so that you can build up a community. And that is the best way. Like, I do agree on that. And for any other content creators out there, I think that is like the best way to go through content creation, is to try and at least try and build up community. And having a Discord, I feel like server is a good way to gather people together, especially since Discord isn't technically a social media, it's a messaging platform, so more people are inclined to being on that platform together, and you can socialize on there because it is a messenger platform versus like social media where it's like more distant. But to me, as someone that's help administrated, not moderated, because I never liked moderating, but since I have administrated a server before, I do still hold a certain level of like trauma. And it's not necessarily because I have the fear of people being similar to like the people that I've seen before, which is like a pretty valid fear, by the way. I wouldn't blame anyone for being scared of that, but it's more so I'm just exhausted. I've exhausted whatever I've like those years I've spent as an administrator, and I don't want to do it again, just out of pure like experience, my personal experience, where I just didn't enjoy it. And so the last thing I want to do is create a server that I end very clearly slowly start to like despise over time, mainly not because of the people in it, but because of how I'm managing the server. And so I'm happy that there's still a server that somehow manages to stay afloat despite me acting this way. There's still people that want to just at least stay together and be on a platform together, just to come to my streams. Like, that really makes me happy, and I'm very appreciative. So it's the least that I can do. Put up the link up, the official link up. I better believe them receive an earthquake notification. You don't want that one either, alright? You saw what happened with Borg. We don't you don't want that to happen, now do you? Now keep that faith up. This is how you start a call, isn't it? I can't, the music gotta stop. It has The music needs to stop when I'm saying like a very questionable sentence. Like I can't do that anymore. I gotta shut the fuck up. Hi, Pega Castle. But you were streaming today. To be fair, I didn't even make the waiting room until like an hour before stream, so like I'm surprised I got to see many faces today, so thank you everyone for dropping by. Also, this playlist is like very, I really like it, but it's very, very strikingly similar to like the original audio. And I think that's gonna like nuke the VOD. I think it is. Oh no, can I switch to this one? Will this one be okay? Somehow, all of the other ones that I've listened to before this haven't been the same. It's been slightly different. If you listen to the original, you would know. But I think this is still the same as well. Jojo! Jojo! Come on. Wait, a mixtape? Let's go. I still think the VOD's gonna be nuked out. You know what? I did say it at the start. I fully committed to the shoujo music listening session today. We're just gonna double down. There'd be another VOD gone down the drain. It's time for your channel to grow up after this stream? I highly doubt it. Although I am very surprised that people came in just because of the mention of barbecue. I didn't realize it was that easy to get people in because of food. Do you guys also want barbecue? You get a barbecue. You get a barbecue. Feels like I'm tricking some of y'all. This is a very big drum. The last yummy that I drew on my thumbnail was in like a full farmer fit. She was covered, completely covered up, and now she's in lingerie. Very yummy. Hi. Okay, watch my mind. Just thought, wait, she ate a city? Reading the title, there's a city in New York named wait, really? You okay? Watch 3 named BBQ? Wait, serious? What? You want my paycheck? Crazy liner. Oh my god. Amy. What did I say before? You don't get a paycheck until a blue moon? This is supposed to be okay. A little bit supposed to be really. That's fine. Concentrate all day today. I accidentally opened YouTube and saw media streaming. Oh, sorry. No, you're fine. I get that shit too. No worries, man. You get so distracted. Like, if I hadn't like immediately made the stream upon getting home today, no lie, I would have like missed the time. Since I immediately ran off to shower to get the I didn't like the barbecue smell. If I didn't, I wouldn't have made it to the stream on time because I had to do a bunch of things before starting stream. I have such bad time management. That's why I tried to do the stream where I wanted to see if I could do the thing, the draw within like a time limit kind of thing. But I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to get my shit together. Oh, there's supposed to be a boat! Oh my gosh, you know what? It's fine. There's supposed to be a knot up here. That's cool. What would your plans of making a Patreon exclusive pay unlock Discord idea by making an unofficial one? Yeah, you ruined it for me. How could you? But no, lucky for you, I do not have the commitment to make a Patreon. It's like the other thing too is that I also don't. I know that the YouTube has like a memberships thing. I don't know if I'd ever find myself doing that either. Like, in the event that somehow my channel gets monetized, I don't know if I'd ever do a membership thing. Oh goodness, what was that? Polo. The stream did I walk into? What do you mean? It's just a stream where me came back from a barbecue. That's it. There's nothing different. You know, my usual, definitely instrumental BGM playing right now. The definite bum buns that you see on stream on screen right now, because I said earlier this week that I would do bum bun drawing stream this week. Do you see the bum buns? I do. It's still up, but I have a lot of data. That's good, but if it does start to get a bit low, we're all good. You're all good, man. Okay. But that sucks, though. The Wi-Fi is still down. Fuck. I hope it comes back on soon, man. must be eligible for monetization. This threshold was 1K subs, but now it's 500, like 3,000 hours of watch. Remember, you must have it. Go check. Ah, I remember. Is it? I remember the last time I checked studio. You know what? I checked studio like months ago. Has it really changed? I don't think so. $1,000. It still says 1,000. But if I want more memberships, I think it's only 3,000 watch hours. Yeah, it's just for ads. I think I need 1,000 subscribers. But no, watch hours needs to be 3,000. Me is at 3,200. Which makes sense because I don't post shorts anymore and I don't make videos anymore. I only stream. Memberships are set up, it's good. I guess I just don't know how I feel about monetization just yet. Because I'm still doing this very casually, so I just don't feel comfortable with getting money like at all, unless I'm like actually putting in more work. I feel like I gotta make it more worth, you know? I don't want people to just throw money just for the sake of it, or just like, even if it is just a support, I still don't feel comfortable until I feel like I've earned it. But at the moment, I still view this as very much like a hobby. Oh, fuck it, we ball, guys. Just hang out. Guess all she needs is subs. I feel like that's from like shorts grinding, isn't it? Isn't that how most people try and get their reach? Still, is it still shorts? Because I know ever since the what is it? The shorts length updated. I don't know how different the algorithm is now, but I think it's still like okay. I think it's still the same just because how TikTok is. TikTok has longer videos for some reason, but like a lot longer. Shorts is still like 1 minute or 2 minutes, I believe. Maybe 2 minutes max now. It used to be 1 minute. Can't have memberships, I'll pay for sure. Oh, Penta. Appreciate it, man. Look, audience statistics too. I want to judge myself. Do I really want to show you guys that? Do I want to see that? No, that's the real question. Do I want to see that? How do I do that? Audience. You can look at device types. What? What? I didn't know that. They track that shit? Why would they need to track that? Or I guess like, depending how you format your content, it will be best suited to what device that they're watching it from. If it's long form content, having it on TV or on a portable device makes more sense. Or I guess like less so portable, but it would still be in the percentage. You know what? There's a lot of thinking that goes into these statistics, but I'm not that person. I had a credit card. I'll pay for membership in coins. I'll throw the east or the land. Crazy way. I remember there's like this makeup, this make small business that makes their own makeup. Apparently one of their followers sent like a snail mail, I believe. I'm not sure how it works in America. I think it's in America. A snail mail of like straight up cash. And they're like, oh, I want to buy your stuff, but I can only do it through like this way. You reminded me of that. You're just throwing cash over and hoping it lands somewhere near me for me to pick it up. What if I only pick up like 50 cents, dude? Like, sorry, man. You can only watch the 50 cent worth of membership content that I have provided at the moment. Wild shit today. Uh, 50 cent is the title of one of my my membership streams. Like, like what? Imagine. High school music BGM streams, you can collect more cease and desist emails. Don't worry of demonetization. So you want me to just go like ape shit before I full send it into monetization? Crazy, dude. Well, your logic is pretty sound. This is to assume that I need to make sure that I kill that stream there. I need to kill that VOD. Because I believe it also tries, I don't know how the monetization works, but I know that it tries to monetize, like, it turns it on for like your old videos too. Or whatever old content you have. Game is good. There's lots of low quality streamers that do lazy stuff just because they want the money. Oh, Pinto. Thank you, man. And I know there's many people out there that are grinding. They're hustling a lot better. Actually more passionate. It's just very hard to find. But they do exist. Thank you. Hopefully if I ever get the motivation to video edit back up again, I'd love to put my all back in. But at the moment I just gotta sit back. 3-minute shorts now. Oh, I said 3 minutes. What? Jesus. I feel like everything still felt like 2 minutes there. Oh, that's good. Watching from a Samsung smart fridge. Please never put me on that. I'd be mortified. While composing music, writing music, I can try making a custom BGM. Oh! Look at you, you talented little thing. What the heck? Of course, I bet you could. At the moment, I'm still gushing over this. Hold on. This bitch. This one. I'm still gushing over that one. Maybe until I'm sick of that one, who knows. But of course, I only if I ever request something, I only ever do it as like a commission. But just so you know, if I ever do want something specific, I'm going to like request a commission. I'm still gushing over that BGM. I don't know why. Like, you guys hear me say it so much, and I still don't know why I'm like so obsessed with it. Like, I'm starting to get embarrassed that I don't shut up about it. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why it makes me so happy. Do I make her hair type black? Yes. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't start coloring today. This is like a little nagging thing in my brain that's like, don't keep coloring. You're getting tired. I was wondering whether the stream could be the drunk Mario Kart stream that evidence left behind. What, do you want me to just restart? Not restart, rename the stream to just drunk, miyuu drunk drives. In brackets. Sorry, not critic. In brackets. Mario Kart. No, I think I can still keep the VOD up. It'll just have the warning. It's like drunk Mario Kart stream. I'm always so surprised at how adamant you guys are about this when I've said that I probably won't do it. Like ever. I don't even own Mario Kart. I don't own a Mario Kart game. The only Mario Kart game that I own is on the DS. That would actually be funny to watch. That one would be funny to watch. I think that'd be more funnier to watch than playing the Mario Kart on Switch. Enough gameplay through into a Super Cup playthrough videos. I actually have been hard considering that. I just am horrible at editing in terms of like what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep, and then my perfectionist like leaks in into what I don't think it is deemed worthy enough versus like, is it good enough? Because I want to see if I can try to do that for Nia, but I don't know. I don't know how it is. Actually, no, I can't do it for Nia because of copyright. I know that I can't do it for Nia because of copyright. Something for fun. Any specific instruments you want? Chief, I have no clue. I know that I like string instruments. Mario Kart World exclusive on Nintendo Switch 2 perfect first playthrough drop.
Hey guys, this Nintendo Switch 2 dropped today. I'm gonna start playing Mario Kart World. I can't wait to play the cow.
If I ever do that, I will make that the only stream. That'll be the last stream that I ever do. If I ever commit to that, you'll never see me again. You're gonna get a YouTube strike for sure. You mean the me drunk driving? Which one? The fact that Near Replicant does have copyrighted material, so I can't make that into like a playthrough like long video. Or me changing this stream title to drink driving. One could argue anything of the miyuu channel is deemed strikeable. I don't think that extreme. Not a strike. Just a questionable like sidelines at most. Miyuu doesn't commit crimes. Remember, Miyuu is the magical mascot of the magical girl universe. I can't have the magical girl that I'm looking over commit crimes. Not on my watch. Getting in trouble with the law? Not on my watch. Not with the years of experience that I have. It'd be too embarrassing if you get caught. Plus you don't mention you trigger this title. You know what the absolute funny thing is? There was drinks at the barbecue, but I chose not to drink because of the flavors that were there. One of them was raspberry. There was like a raspberry cruiser, I think, there, which is very light. But the raspberry cruiser is like sickeningly sweet. Like I've had it before, and I feel like it only tastes good when you mix it with something. But I didn't have anything to mix. I had to like drink that shit raw from the bottle. Like I couldn't do that. I was tempted to take one there, a couple, because I don't think anyone was drinking it. But I don't have the ingredients to try and mix it together. And also, it's been so long since I've tried to mix very specifically the raspberry flavor, so I don't remember what I mixed it with, so I have to remember. But no, it's funny that you say that, because I did avoid alcohol willingly today. Even though I wanted to, because alcohol tastes really good with me. That for me is just a fact. It's not because I wanted to drink. Meat just tastes better when you've got that kick of alcohol. But this is just coming from someone that drinks soju at barbecues. I mean, magical now. You shoot lasers from the eye. That is a secret, unless you come in. You come into a contract with magical mascot miyuu, where you will become a magical world to save this, to save our universe. You must enter a contract with me, and then you'll get to find out the truth. Those who commit crimes, the people she ran over on 8th of April 2014. Is that another reference? Or is that just a random number you put in? Say the universe, you gotta sign an NDA. You know the rules here, kiddo. You gotta sign the NDA. That's just how magical girls work now. How do you think we've survived in this this era? It's a hard life out there. If we don't at least have this NDA, how are we supposed to survive? Why do you think I've been playing Ace Attorney all this time? I've been preparing myself for this moment. If the universe better be a villain and well, that means you're an enemy of the magical mascot miyuu. Prepare yourself. I will send all of my warriors over once they sign the dotted line right here. right there. You have a pen? It was random? Well, you bet it was random. Nothing happened on the 8th of April 2014, and you'll never be able to find truth. Any proof of it. Nothing. Because nothing happened. Reference of a different magical entity. Actually, before you can enter the magical girl field, you must have work experience. From a former magical girl agency. Oh, you don't? Oh, that's a shame. We require at least 3 years of magical girl experience before we can hire you into the agency. Now, how do you get 3 years of magical girl experience? Oh, you need to go to an agency. Spells on one of our competitors. Sorry, we can't take you. Spells. Oh no. I see you've worked under this company before. I apologize, as your reference here doesn't look that good. Apologize. As nice as your resume looks, we can't seem to take you in as at the moment. You're doing all for dental. Oh no! Well, now that's the deal breaker then. Don't sign with that agency, guys. Don't sign with that magical girl agency. Sign with the magical mascot miyuu. We offer free healthcare. Okay, you know, before I go crazy on any more of the magical girl stuff, I'll call it here for today's stream. Just because I can feel my eyes getting a little bit heavy. And also because it's getting slightly bit late. Since I did want to try, well, even though I did plan to stream on time today, I thought I'd still at least be okay. But the two things that was out of my predicament was staying up until 5 AM to read a manhwa, as well as attend a barbecue for 4 hours. So my body is exhausted, so I cannot stay up for any longer. I usually be okay with it, but unfortunately I must take my magical girl nap. Someone needs to save the waters against the company brokers. You just can't let it happen. We've deemed this spell too destructive. Please refrain from using it before until you've requested permission to use it. Until then, please. Please find alternatives to completing the task, or allow the disaster to strike. Oh, that would be a horrible world to live in. Actually, no, someone do that. Magical Girl Agency, like, anime. That shit would pop. No, quite literally, I'm not even joking. One Punch Man, but Magical Girl. Hands down, do that shit. Anyone hearing? Listen to me. Do that shit, it will pop the fuck off. Do it right now. It just very specifically needs to be a comedy, or it just won't hit as well. You have to fire inconsistently now. Maybe on the cooked one. You've always been cooked, man. Just face it. You've accepted the food. Oh my god. But you poor thing. Try and get some sleep, okay? Or whatever you want. Just don't die early. Don't worry. Because magical girl. Magical mascot me cannot die until we save the universe. And no worries, Penta. I do take care of myself, don't worry. Just, you know, so those random days where my hyperfixation takes hold and I just let it do its thing, so you know. Get a BR planet or a standalone story. Find out next time. Take it, man. Take it. Do what you will with it. Cook it all. I trust you. Okay, I'll call it here for today's stream. Thank you, everyone, for to those that have dropped by the stream today, those that have chatted with me as well. I appreciate all the conversations that we had today. I had a lot of fun catching up, jogging with everyone. Despite how like half asleep I am since coming back home. I'm glad I was able to hold a somewhat sane conversation, I think. Most of it's been sane today, yeah. And to those that have watched through the stream today, thank you. Thank you for watching through. But alas, remember everyone, go hydrate, go eat if you haven't already. Make sure to take care of yourselves, always put yourself first. For those that have stayed up to tonight's stream, guys, live! It is very late. Please go rest up. Thank you for staying up. The music just changed. The playlist just finished. I'll play my BGM for now. Yes, for those who have stayed up to tonight's stream, have sweet magical girl dreams. If you see magical mascot Miyuu pop up in your dream, sign the contract. And to those on the other side of the world, have a good rest of your day. Good night. Bye bye. We're signing off.